Peace, peace, peace. Shalom, family. Peace. Back in time with yet another most pristine, fine, and sincere and most genuine newer video. Brother Henry or Hank Soul Conscious, number 4440 4400. Peace and many blessings. Shalom. For those of you that are new to my stations or channels, welcome. For those of you that are newer, or are previously familiar or somewhat familiar, welcome back. Peace, love, many blessings. Like, share, sub for sub, subscribe, spread the word. Please remember to click the bell to be notified of newer videos. I apologize. I haven't had access because everything that's going on, post pandemic and busy with work and school and everything. Currently, my main studios that I used to use is not available. I do have my mini backup studio and most of it, but lately I've been having to do most of my videos on the run or outside. I'm hoping that down the road in the future, once it reopens, I'll be able to do more. Because even with my laptop or desktop, I do have a mini studio, and I sometimes, occasionally, I record from home. But I always had a fond love for. There's nothing, like even though I like where I stay and I don't mind recording on the run sometimes. There's nothing like being in the studio because it's easier to edit certain things. And I have a whole ton of computers and backup equipment there that I could use. Unfortunately, as many of you know, sometimes most of the time, I try to spice up my videos with, you know, graphics, nice visual, or with some music and stuff sometimes, but unfortunately, I don't have access right now at this moment. I'm kind of like on the run, about getting ready to run to head to work shortly. So, you know, unfortunately, forgive me as this video is not going to be as fancy as it could in the future. Hopefully, once I could get back into the studio and chop things up and do more things, I'll be able to diversify and, spice up my videos more like I used to in the past. But anyway, family, I wanted to discuss a couple of few topics today. Also, to let you know, I'm going to be doing a broad variety of topics in the future. I always try to diversify the topics as much as I can. Be on the lookout for more movie reviews. I did some recent movie reviews. I did a great recently, like just a couple of few weeks ago, I did a movie review for Morbius as well as Death on the Nile. I have a whole slew of movies that I recently saw, so but I'm gonna keep it a surprise. Be on the lookout in the future for more movie reviews. Even though most of the time on my station and channels I try to cover serious topics, but every once in a while you have to in life you can't be like too overly serious all the time. Sometimes you have to like take a break and lighten up to recharge your battery. So every once in a while, like I'll do like a music video or like a video on a movie review or product review, something less serious, to diversify to lighten things up. Because I don't want people to get bored or think that, or get stuck in a rut, the same old. But today I'm gonna pretty much stay grounded and stay like on the more serious life topics. Please check my previous recent videos. I did a great, like I said, movie review video. I did a video on the Slapgate situation at the Oscars and all that stuff. So if you haven't had a chance, please check those out. So thanks for bearing with me. Normally it doesn't take me this long to get into the topic, but I just wanted to, take it a little slow and have some time to slow down a little bit and welcome some of you that may be newer to my stations or channels. So anyway, um, I want the topics for today is, and I'm going to be using this Frank James situation, this New York City subway mess situation as example. I want to get your feedback, opinions, perspectives, family, and visitors. Your facts, your thoughts, your opinions, your perspective, your points of view. why is it that when the shoe is on the other foot, what do you think are some of the additional factors? And I'm going to list a couple or few in this video, but I want to get your feedback as well. You can add to the list, you can email or put it in the comment section if you may. If I've been having trouble, YouTube has been jerking me around every time I enable my comments. They keep turning them off. I have to keep contacting them or going in to reset it. I don't understand why the hell they're doing this, but I have a pretty good idea. They always do it to our stations. They never do it to anybody else's hardly. It's always us they pick on, the new and upcoming people and stuff like that. But so if your comment doesn't work, email me and I will try to post it or respond to it later. But hopefully it should be enabled. I did go in recently to enable it, but if it's not working, I do apologize. Be on the lookout for future soul and live streams as well. I'm going to try to get back to doing those every so often, even though my main strafe is in my uploads. But what I want to know is today's topic, um, why is there, why is it that these immigrant groups or these groups from other places, even some of them that are quote unquote of our culture or race, so-called black immigrants, as well as other non-black immigrants, why do some of them have so much hostility and spite towards black or bright or copper people from America or from other non-African or non-immigrant places? Like, I don't understand. The majority of us, of course, hardly anything in life is 100%. But the majority of us, including myself, whenever we go to their countries or to visit them or to talk about them, you don't see us, generally speaking, unless something is done wrong to us or they started. But for the most part, you don't see us just automatically disrespecting or jumping up to hate on them or anything like that. I've been to Jamaica and other places, the Caribbean, before in the past, and I've never done anything on purpose to degrade them, insult them. As a matter of fact, I show respect. I try to show mutual love and respect for their culture. I respect Haiti. I respect Marcus Garvey and immigrants. I try to show respect to Latinos and Asians and other immigrants, and I try to be polite to tourists and helpful if they need help. Like if they, well, sir, do you know which train I could take or how, So I don't understand. But when the shoe is on the other foot, they don't want to show us that same courtesy or that same respect, and that's the problem. That's the thing that bothers me. That's where it comes in, and I think part of it, like many of us in the new black or copper media have been saying, is because we were brought up under specific circumstances. Here in America, our ancestors, during the transatlantic pan-American slave trade, or and post-slavery, like Reconstruction, civil rights, whatever you want to call it, unlike them, we didn't have any island or backup country or place that we could run to escape to. So we had to stand our ground here in America for the most part and fight, the majority of us. And because of that, that produced a certain spirit and will in us that makes us kind of unique, a certain subculture. And I think part of it is because in their culture, most of them chose to ran. Very few of them stayed to fight. They were buck broken. So instead of staying in their countries where they were, with the exception to a certain degree, you see, that's the difference between Haiti and us. I respect Haiti because Haiti was one of the first true independent so-called black or copper republics. They were one of the few that for the most part stood and fought. So they, like us, are like an exception to the rule. But a lot of these other places, they gave up, instead of standing their ground and fighting, especially if you look at Africa. And if they allowed their divisions and tribalism to cause them to be colonialized. Had those tribes have ironed out their differences and found common ground, put their differences aside and stood together, maybe there's no guarantee because, the Europeans and people had gunpowder, but at least maybe some of them, or if they would have stood their ground, maybe they could have at least come to some sort of deal or been able to push them back until they could have found a way to gain independence, or at the very least, maybe if they could have shown the Europeans that they weren't chicken or cowards or given up so easily, maybe their enslavement or colonialism wouldn't have been as bad or lasted as long as it did. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on this. You can add to what I said. Um, if you disagree, that's okay as long as you do so in a respectful, mature, and adult professional manner. But add to it. Let me know what are your thoughts. What are you think are some of the reasons that are causing this? Because it's really very sad. It shouldn't have to be this way. Um, like I said, even though culturally and lineage wise we are not the same, because you have different subcultures in every culture, race of people, but we still, as a general, we're still of the same biological race in a general sense, in spite of where we come from, whether you're African, Jamaican, this, that. As far as the white supremacist race is concerned, we're all one umbrella. I mean, if a KKK member is coming down the street and they want to do harm to you or kill you, they're not going to care whether you're from America. All they know is that you're just another Negro to them and they want to wipe you out. So I can't understand what all this hatred is about, whether you're Mentellect, black, copper, this, that. Why is it that every other culture, race of people, in spite of their immigration status, when push, they may fight each other sometimes or have their differences, but when push comes to shove, like when it comes time for them to make political demands or do what they need to do to get what they need for the group, they're going to put all that aside if they need to and get their shit together and stay on code to a certain degree, pardon my language, so they could get what they need. Why is it that all these other groups are mature enough to do that and we're not? And it's frustrating. It's very petty. It's tiresome. And it's time that we as a people wake up mentally and grow up and move on and learn not to be like this. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, sub for sub. Please click the bell button to be notified. Let me know what your perspective is. You can add to what I say, what you think. Peace and love. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be making these videos about these important life topics. This is your humble brother and servant, Brother Hank or Henry, soul conscious 4400 or 4400, signing out. Peace, love, and blessings. Thanks for taking the time to view this short video. If you didn't get a chance to see it from the beginning, please save it or share it to your playlist, or you can view it later if you don't have time to watch the whole thing. Please like, share, subscribe, sub for sub. If you would like to help the cause and donate, um, you could email me for information, or you could PayPal me, paypal.me/ Henry or Hank Soul 4400, or Cash App at Henry or Hank 4400. If you have any additional concerns or need help, lowercase Henry the Hard Worker at gmail.com. You can email me, or lowercase Hank AC 0516 at gmail.com. Soul Conscious email lines. If you go to my previous videos in the description box, it has the links to all my stations or channels. You can subscribe to all 7 or 8 of my current channels. Please subscribe, like, keep in touch. Many peace and blessings. Um, and I wish you the best. If you have a station, channel, or cause you would like me to subscribe to or donate to support, as long as it's positive, constructive, email or leave your information. Let me know or send me the link, and I will be happy to return the favor. Shalom, and be well and be safe. Until next time, peace, peace.